mortality, selection, and standardization. Mortality rates and morbidity rates. Morbidity refers to sickness. Now, both these rates vary within populations and between populations. This heterogeneity is due to many risk factors. Now, we are familiar with differences due to age and sex. We have used tables like PMA 92C20, PFA 92C20. We are also familiar with mortality tables ELT15 for males, ELT15 for females, AM92, and so on. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we will consider causes of mortality differences in detail. Before that, let's review a few things about mortality curves. I made a few sketches here. You can get some nice pictures from the textbook. Or from the CT5 core reading. These three curves are based on the ELT15 for males. Okay. First, this graph, QX versus X. Note QX is, in this curve here for QX, we are using the log scale for the vertical axis so that the features are very clear to us. This curve will remind us of what we have studied before, the main features of mortality curves. First thing, we have high infant mortality. Say from ages 0 to 1. That's due to the fact that babies born with problems, medical problems that is, they die soon after childbirth. And then we have the famous accident hump, let's say from 17 to 25, okay, where young people, they adopt active lifestyles, and then we have accidents happening, and then we have drug-related incidents, and so on. And finally, we have this part here, which is the part for older ages, okay, beyond middle age, 40 and above, where the mortality increases exponentially with age. And then we have the second curve here, the second graph, which is LX against X. We will see a steep drop here, okay, a steep drop, say after age 40, okay, a steep drop after age 40, where we have the mortality which increases very rapidly. Yeah, let's say 40 is middle age, and then we have mortality increasing rapidly, therefore we have this steep drop. And then we have this curve dx against x, where we know that dx is, let me get that again, where dx is Lx Qx. Now this curve here, we can see that the mode, okay, the highest number of deaths occur at the age 80. Most of the deaths occur between ages 60 and 100. Yeah, we've seen all these things before. You can look it up in the textbook for some further comments related to these curves. This is just to remind you of these things, really. Okay, the high infant mortality rate, the accident hump, and older age mortality increasing rapidly with age. Okay, good. Now, observations of mortality show that in addition to age and sex, morbidity and mortality rates, they vary by 1. Geographic area. Okay, geographic area. Example, countries. Yeah. It can also vary between urban and rural areas, or between local districts. Okay, so quickly, mortality and morbidity rates, they vary by geographic area. They can also vary by social class. Okay, manual workers versus non-manual workers, say. Okay, and it'll also vary over time. Yeah, in most areas of the world, mortality rates have been improving. Yeah, improving means getting lower. Okay, this can be attributed to improve medical services, technology, yeah, and people are more aware of medical services that are available, and so on.